Hello, this is Craig Kasunik, one of the principals at Oil City Area Middle School, and I'm going to walk you through how to use Google Classroom if you are in our virtual academy. The first step would be logging into your Google account. So I am already logged in, but if I weren't, I would sign out and I would log into my Google account with my username and password. From there, I would click the Gmail button and find an invitation from my teacher that would look a lot like this. So this is an invitation from Mrs. Hopt, an 8th grade English teacher here at the middle school, and I would click Join Class. I would get this in an email. There's also other ways that you can join a Google Classroom. I can go to the Google Apps button, click on Classroom, and since I'm logged in, you'll see my classes that I've already joined are in here, but if I needed to join a new classroom, I could click the plus button and click Join Class. And if I have that class code, so teachers in person may have this code sitting in or up on their chalkboard, and the students could then just type in the code. I don't need to do that, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to open my 8th grade English course. So from here, I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to allow Mrs. Hopt to join in as a teacher and show us exactly what she would want to explain to her students on the first day of school.
Hi everyone, Mrs. Hopt here, and I'm just going to walk you through what a Google Classroom class may look like. So here you can see we are in my 8th grade English course, and up on the screen pops up a stream. This stream should have announcements, due date reminders, or maybe even some sample work that students have submitted that looks really awesome. You'll notice my first comment on my stream is simply a welcome to my students, and I'm sharing my email in case they need to contact me. So each teacher stream will look very different, but the most important tab that you're really going to need to worry about is the classwork tab. So when you click on this button, you're going to see multiple assignments pop up. Now, at first, this looks very overwhelming, and that's because I've shared all of my assignments with Mr. Kasunik so he can see the first 2 weeks of school. But actually, when you log into your classroom, most of the time, the assignments for the current day are going to be the ones that can be viewed or the ones from the previous days that you've already done. So if you take a look, I have my lesson for the first day of school, September 1st. If you click into it, it'll drop down and it'll show the instructions for the lesson, and it will also show the documents that you need. So for instance, I have my 8th grade syllabus, and I have a screencastify video for my students to watch that walks them through the syllabus and explains some things that will be expected from them when they're in my 8th grade English course. So if I want to click out of that lesson, I can just click back on that box, it'll shrink it, and then you'll see my other lessons and assignments. So the second one here says attendance question. For those of you that are in the virtual academy, it's really important to see that you are participating and working on your assignments. So for my course, I have an attendance question that will need to be completed after you view the lesson. So here it says to provide a short answer for the following question, and then the question is listed. You can click View Question, you can actually go into it, and then you can hit the Turn It In button, and I'll get a notification showing that you completed the question for the day. When I go back into my lessons, you'll see that I have the first 2 weeks popped up. And if we go to the second week, I have a good example of what a Google Doc lesson might look like. So here you'll see I have a Google Doc that we can click into. And this is nice because it's shared with you and you can actually type into it. So if I wanted to, I could type my name in here. And then I could begin answering these plot outline questions that we would have done in class. When I'm done, I can hit the Turn It In button, and your teacher will get a notification that it's been turned in. So there are many different ways to turn in assignments. Sometimes they may be quizzes, other times they may be materials, but either way, Google Classroom is really a great tool for you to keep going through each lesson just as you would as if you were in the physical space.
Lastly, I want to remind everyone that each teacher's use of Google Classroom may look slightly different than others, but if you have individual questions, please contact that teacher. Thank you and have a great day.